Hey guys, all right, so in today's vlog, I'm doing something that I have been wanting to do. Actually, I had this impression put in my mind's eye over a year ago to start doing videos on the tarot, like Ra's tarot and the purpose of it. So Ra is from the Law of One. If you're not familiar with it, Ra is an entity that was channeled, really good books. You can find them on llresearch.com, I believe, or buy the books, The Law of One. And so what I did and what I've been doing in the last year or so is I did my thesis just to get really comfortable on the tarot, specifically Ra's tarot, and what the intention for tarot was. Tarot was never meant to be for divination, ever, ever. Tarot is meant to help you release the veil, and it was to give us a tool to help release the veil by dividing the mind, the body, and the soul into three complexes: the mind complex, the body complex, and the spirit complex. And let me say again, it was never meant for divination. The priests kind of fucked that up. They started feeling the power that they had over people by using the tarot to have people think that they can tell the future. What it was meant to do, like I said, it was meant to help you lift the veil of the fogginess of the 3D density, the ego, fear, all of that. Help give you a guide so that you are more knowledgeable of what's happening in your experience. Because as human beings, in order to get to fourth density, we all have to go through these same steps. So we have to go through this here. So this whole line is the mind complex, okay? This line here is the body complex. This over here is the spirit complex. And what Ra's intention was, from what I know, okay, this is just my understanding. If you know anything else, please comment below. I would love to hear, actually, because I'm doing my dissertation next, and my dissertation is going to be, it's not recommended that you say this card is for this. It's not recommended to do that. But what I would like to do in my dissertation is take each card. I'm going to dedicate maybe a chapter to each card, and I am going to relate them to the Tree of Life, relate them to astrology, especially sidereal or sidereal astrology. That's what I'm really interested in, to the signs of the astrological signs. And I'm going to create archetypes from each card, and then I want to move it forward in my dissertation on how each card will help you in life. I'm basically interpreting what Ra said, but going to put my own words and some research behind it, I guess. So anyways, so like I said, that's your mind complex, that's your body complex, and that is your spirit complex. Now, the way that this is designed to help you through life, the unveiling process, is what Ra did was divided the mind, body, and soul further into categories. So what we have on this, in this section here, so remember you've got your mind, you've got your body, you've got your spirit. This is your matrix. So you've got the matrix of the mind, you have the matrix of the body, and you have the matrix of the soul. Now, the matrix you can kind of think of as consciousness, okay? So we're not going to look at exactly the cards today, but I will tell you that each card, you have to go through this process in order to go through this process. Then you have to go through this process in order to go through this process. It is known, and through my experience, what I have experienced, that yes, it is absolute that you do have to go through each process in a linear manner. I have not experienced, if you have, like I said, let me know. I have not experienced the ability to jump from here to here. I haven't experienced that. Although I'm gonna say, now that I've been working with these cards every day of my life, I mean, this deck is on my mind this is what I think about all the time. So I've been utilizing it, and I understand the cards loosely in my own fashion, and they've helped me release the veil. Now that I've done that, I feel like once you get to kind of here, all of this then falls into place much easier. It doesn't take as much time. So I'm sorry if this vlog is confusing, but it's going to be. It is going to be confusing. So let's go back. So again, the mind complex, the body complex, the spirit complex, okay? So like I said, these three are the matrix. These three are the potentiators of the matrix. So the potentiator is basically, how I see it, it's your subconscious mind. That's how I see it. It's like everything that's stored, everything that you need to release through your life, all the fears and such that you have that are locked in your subconscious. I see that as the potentiator. Then you have your catalyst. The catalyst is the seed. It's what you put into your consciousness, right? So the potentiator, from a lot of us in our beginning years, the potentiator is what rules the roost. It rules the experience. So this line here, I'm just jumping ahead. So this is the catalyst. Catalyst, you can think of it as a seed. The experience on this side is what we're going, the type of experience we're going to have, whether it's negative or positive, will be determined by the catalyst, the seed that's implanted. The seed that's implanted is usually in the beginning from the subconscious mind, and it comes from the matrix that is created consciousness. And in the beginning, the matrix is box. We live within a box, but we don't have to. We can live in a circle. Life, God, is in the form of a circle. But anyway, so that's the experience that we have, okay? So again, the experience from the mind, everything is divided. The experience from the mind, the experience from the body, and the experience from the soul. All three of these experiences will be different. And the reason I say that is because the mind needs the body in order to have that experience. The soul needs the mind as a vessel to be here. So that's why we're dividing them in three complexes: mind complex, body complex, and soul complex, even though they all need each other. So the soul needs the brain, needs a mind, needs something to create the consciousness, right? The body is here to take on the suffering that the mind will create in the beginning, or the enlightenment as you grow older and with your experiences. So with consciousness, all three, the potentiator, think of it, your subconscious mind, you create a seed, your catalyst. The seed gives you the experience you're going to have. And then within these experiences, you have the significator. So the significator it's basically a card of like it's the experience. So how can I explain this? So the significator is the actor and the acted upon. I'm pretty sure Ra says that. So the significator here for the mind, body, for the mind, body, and soul is the actor. So it's us and all of this that creates the action. So I'm going to say that again. So do you see why you need the matrix, the potentiator, the catalyst, and the experience in order to finally come to the significator, which is the actor and the acted upon? All of this that comes before is that we're acting upon this. Now, it's really important to see here that, see at the bottom, I have the Fool card. It's called the Choice. It's not called the Fool, sorry. In the tarot deck, it's called the Fool, but Ra calls it the Choice. Now here, the significator, the actor, and the actor acted upon has a choice. This is where we have a choice to loop back to consciousness. Instead of being a puppet to the potentiator, the catalyst, the seed that we sow is, I'm going to be the observer. This is not how life should be. The veil starts to lift. Then you're going to be like, hold on, when you're observing, I'm not going to have this type of experience. I kind of want this experience. So what you do here for the significator is you've just now made a choice to embrace consciousness outside of the potentiator. But that's not completely true. That's true for the mind, but it's different for the body and it's different for the soul a little bit. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. Okay, so as you can use the choice, comes right after the significator. For all of these comes the choice card. Okay, so then you have the transformation of the mind. You pick the right path, you can pick the left path. Positive, negative, right? You've got transformation of the body. All the pain that we've created in the body can be released, okay? Then we have the awakening of the soul. So that's transformation. And then we have the great way. This is kind of described as when you live like an angel on earth, though. You're able to understand and really with love in your heart blend the mind, body, and the soul, and you kind of you start coming into the fourth dimension. Like I said, if you have any other impressions of the cards, please let me know. What I would like to do is I'm probably going, because I enjoy this so much, I love this, and I think about it all day long. I'm probably going to take the cards and explain each card, because I'm going to do it in my dissertation anyways, so it might be kind of fun just to do a little bit here on YouTube and make you guys familiar with what tarot was actually meant for, and it was just completely distorted. Love you guys. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you want to hear.